Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus, and current one, Lesetja Kganyago. Internationally, Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is Unisa's science campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. Unisa has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating her vision, the new Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, the first black woman to be appointed at the helm of Unisa, Professor Puleng Linkabola, shared that Unisa is well-placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine studies. As a discipline, marine studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and aeronautical studies. Aviation and aeronautical studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy Studies. Unisa's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. Space Studies and Square Kilometer Array. Unisa has been extensively involved in the $1 billion Square Kilometer Array project since 2012. The Unisa Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The fourth industrial revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems, involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural Sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, Unisa's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or Pharmaceutical Studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise in the field of health and pharmaceutical studies. The UNESCO Unisa Africa Chair in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology is leading the international research into the nano-delivery of medicinal drugs, including African herbal medicine. The College of Law offers an elective undergraduate model on medical law. Feminist, Womanist, Busadi Theorizations. In the College of Human Sciences, the Institute for Gender Studies, the College of Education and the Graduate School of Business all contribute to the interdisciplinary research into eliminating gender-based violence, homophobia and transphobia, and discrimination against women in the workplace and the political arena. The Institute also uses education about gender as an effective way to achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women. Student support and co-curricular activities. Unisa is uniquely placed to offer creative and radically innovative ways of enhancing student support. Unisa's College of Graduate Studies has developed a whole range of training programs to assist and encourage students. The Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities promotes the principle of access for success, and the Student Development Division provides students with social support and leadership development services. These niche areas find expression in the rich tapestry of our disciplines included in the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, the Graduate School of Business Leadership, and the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning institution, Unisa is recognized as a serious player in research globally. From publication and journal output to the number of master's and doctoral graduates, we are moving forwards and upwards. Unisa has made substantial progress in research and innovation, as evidenced by several external and credible scientific ranking systems, with the latest ones, the 2023 Webometrics and Shanghai rankings, placing us in the top 10 universities in the country. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, we can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus, and current one, Lesetja Kganyago. Internationally, Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is Unisa's science campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. Unisa has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating
By the virtue of the powers vested in me as the acting Vice-Chancellor, this evening I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we request you to join us in a silent prayer or form of meditation that you subscribe to, given the deities to which you subscribe. We do so giving thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. You may be seated. Sorry, my papers are flying around. We have 3 ceremonies each day, so just keeping up with all the functions and activities is not easy. The Chancellor in his absentia, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mvuyelwa-Mbeki, and of course the former President of the Republic of the land, Professor Linkabule. In her absentia, she sends apologies, Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, in her absentia. Kgoshi Buleu Ramopudu, Kgoshi of the Bakhaja Bakupa Traditional Authority, recipient of the Doctor of Philosophy, Honours Causa posthumously, Mr. Manahe Masepe, on behalf of his brother, the late Oliver Khadime, Pukapaje, my pronunciation, forgive me, Masepe, family and friends present here tonight of the doctoral to be awarded honoris causa tonight, Mr. S.C. Sukwadi, MEC of Finance from the Limpopo Provincial Government, Mr. Malawu Masepe, Chairperson of the Masepe Foundation, and the members of the Masepe Foundation present, Mr. M.G. Masepe of the OK Masepe Literature Museum, Dr. Dixon Masemula, member of the Provincial Legislature and ANC National Executive Committee member, members of the University Executive Extended Management present, council members present, and of course the number that are watching us on the World Wide Web. We're streaming right now. Professor Matuku Thomas Muhale, retired Executive Dean of the College of Economic Management Sciences, and Professor Mchapelo. Prof. Lesiba Tefo, retired professor within our system still. Representatives from the national, provincial, and local governments, members of the civil society and business community present here tonight, members of the university community present, academics present from the various colleges here tonight, members of support and admin staff from various departments, members of the National Student Representative Council, and all other members of various student boards present this evening, all graduates receiving various qualifications here tonight, family, friends, parents, sisters, brothers, children, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends, loved ones, guardians, supporters, funders, Unisa alumni, and most importantly to you, the graduation class of 2024, and are about to be celebrated, doctorate course. Molweni, Sanbonan, Avwan, Huyemore, I don't know, Huyenak. Good evening, Jambo. All protocol is observed. Wow, that was a marathon. I'm sure I didn't leave out anybody. My name is Professor Tenjwe Meiwa. I'm the Vice Principal responsible for research, postgraduate studies, innovation, and commercialization. And thank you all of you, for making it this evening, this ceremony. Asante sana, thanks a million. On behalf of Unisa, we want to express our remorse about the continued Middle East tensions that have spilled over, and we put the Middle East in our prayers. And of course, your graduation could not have been a sentimental one, because it happens when we're celebrating our 30 years of freedom as a country. And just on the heels after that, we shall have Africa Day in May. I'm honored to be on duty this evening and to act as the Vice Chancellor, serving on behalf of her as the custodian of the graduations, as well as the Chancellor, Thabo Mbeki, in his absentia. They both send apologies and greetings and congratulations to all of you. They couldn't be here. They're elsewhere on business. Carrying out this task, I'm accompanied by my colleagues. I'm going to mention them for the purposes of the fact that we're recording this on the World Wide Web. We're making history here. So we don't want to leave some stones unturned. And also, when you have your great-grandchildren and your greatest grandchildren, who hopefully shall be unisons, you will be referring to this. I want, with appreciate a council member, Professor Zethu Cikata, from the executive management. Want to acknowledge the registrar, Professor Sipote, who will be at the extreme right-hand side of the stage. He will be draping. Want to acknowledge Professor Masenya. Want to acknowledge regional directors, Dr. Mlapo and Dr. Mkuzangwe, and also Professor Mkhashwa from the registrar's office. From the college representatives from the College of Law, Professor Dube, Acting Director, School of Law. From the College of Human Sciences, Professor Nkosi, the Executive Dean there, under whom this honorary course doctoral degree is awarded. Professor Mabandu Muzisi, Director, School of Social Sciences. Professor Kubu, College Representative from the Human Sciences. From the College of Economic and Management Sciences, I have Dr. Masichaba, who's the acting Executive Dean in the college. Professor Mlauzi, Deputy Executive Dean, I don't recall seeing him. They've given me wrong notes. Professor Malefane, College Representative as well from the College of Economic and Management Sciences. From the College of Education, we have Professor Makwe, the Executive Dean of the college, and Professor Msezani from the College of Education. We're very delighted that Mr. Manache Matsepe will receive the honorary degree of Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa on behalf of the late Oliver Khadime Matsepe. We do so posthumously. I also want to recognize supervisors of about to be doctors. Supervisor Mbunyuza, Prof. Mbunyuza, Supervisor Khan, for the graduates to be doctoral, Siabonga Sikabai and Valerie Nicolin Law. It's a marathon, but I must promise you that this ceremony is not going to be beyond just a little below 3 hours. Possible 2.5 hours, but with your discipline. I hope that you shall come along as we do so. This ceremony has 6 parts. The first part is what I'm doing right now, which is the introduction. The second part shall be the hooding. We will be starting off with our distinguished guest, Ms. Manache Matsepe, on behalf of Khadime Matsepe, posthumously. And the third one shall be the address, which will be, before that, of course, there will have an address on behalf of the Chancellor. We will then have the national anthem. After that, the procession shall leave. In between that, of course, the very most important item shall happen, that is that of you getting your degrees. You will see that where I was standing before I came to the podium, that we have a nila there. We refer to that as a nila is figuratively a form of you accepting your degree. Those that are graduating with degrees shall have to kneel, one knee or both knees on that nila. I've had some candidates, graduates sitting there thinking it's for just sitting. I hope you remember that that's a nila. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm happy to announce that today we're delighted that we're graduating more students this season of graduating this year, about 50,000 students that we're graduating. This, of course, rhymes very well with the 150 years that we've just come out of existence as a mega university. So congratulations to you all for your success. I'm pleased to also announce that it is because of your family that you were able to do this, but of course, because of your self-discipline, you've made good choices. Hence this success today. And therefore, we expect you to exemplify it in many ways than one. Hence, today is the zenith, the climax, the ultimate, the culmination of your height of excellent work while at Unisa. Today you graduate. Today you make us proud. Today we say in my language, isiZulu, isematoleni, which means literal calves become bulls. Today you've demonstrated through the receipt of your certificate that you are indeed, you have been leaders because of you acceding to being mentored. Ladies and gentlemen, as a mark of respect, we want to make mention of the fact that we will be ensuring that when we do this, every graduate that we have is very important. And of course, the very first one is as important as the last one. And we request that because the ceremony is not that long, that you please ensure that you stay for the entire ceremony. We are certain that we will make it worth your while. And remember that because we're recording you, you don't want to be recorded on the World Wide Web and be an archive of somebody who left the ceremony beforehand. Your great-grandchildren will ask, how, Gogo, what happened on that day when you did not do what was expected of you. As we now move forward, we will be requesting that we have the Chancellor's address. Do we have the Chancellor's address this evening? I'm not quite sure whether. We don't have the Chancellor's address because we have, I was just looking through my notes, we don't have the Chancellor's address, but we're going to have Mr. Matsepe as we celebrate him and his family for having done this great work. Going through the work of one of our very own, Professor Zethu Cekata, in a 2023 July last year article, she makes mention of the importance of indigenous languages and the fact that despite having indigenous languages, we still communicate and use Western knowledges so much to the celebration of that kind of knowledge. She therefore calls and asks that we look at how through the indigenous languages we can and should celebrate who we are, the identity, the work that we see so much being celebrated in the work of Khadime Matsepe, of course, posthumously. He has left with us a momentous work that we actually are going to be looking forward to. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now start the proceedings when I'm actually over there for the colleagues to get the work done. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to inform you that now we will proceed to confer our honorary degree posthumously. We request that Dr. Masichaba walks to the podium. To do the honors.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Mr. Manare Matsepe, the brother of the late Oliver Khadime Matsepe, will receive the honorary degree on his behalf. I now request Ntate Matsepe to rise.
Ki papari maina kalu hubedu. Maena kalburele di matumo ki matuma kileng atuma khale utloga tumile ga bu mitsi utumile ga bu mabiana masana uri ki pula maro tholo ja magolo tekema uri tladi ki light ya matebele maloba ya tloga le ngwana matebeleng ya paletsin hlabirwa a paletsin yena ra go mphara maruteng uri ki rankotsana broko ki maruma mashomo ga tsale le kala magabyane ya saleng a hlabatlo silimo uri ke tlo ya lena mereleba ya be ya tshita kuka ya letsogo ya latsa senti garanti kana manala ke khoshintse ko tsana diala uri tsokotsa dikaji moramona mojantwa o tsokotsa dikaji mafiega chabe go chabe bo magaranka maruta go chabe bo mashila ga tisha ka lekopelo ke tao ya segwa sa mmitsi makate ke mogwera mokota tšea matebele ke kgoši legagala magasa le wela batho le wetse ba babedi mong a hlatloga mong a šala bolela le kgoši a šala bolela le tatago magabyane a šala botsa morena ditaba ke ngwana kgoši borufa ba mathaga borufa ba tau ngwana tau tona ke tlotlala lena merele ba re go tšhaba ke a itseng ka tšhaba ke re go tšhaba ke gadime morago ke gadime mogutsi le balemane ba re bana ba dikgwadi ga re šiane ra etetsane ba re ga a khukhuna ga a tla le dingwape o tlile le maheletsana a lethaga ke letladi la bo mohlaitsi a boleu ke a leboga
Oliver Khadime Matsepe, born on the 26th of March 1932 in the Magaga Matala region of Stoffberg, established himself as a prominent figure in South African literature, especially advocating for the Sepedi dialect of the Sesotho sa Leboa language. His academic journey began at Pokwani United Christian School, continued at Bochabelo High School, where he obtained his junior certificate and concluded at Kilnerton High School with his matriculation. His pursuit of knowledge led him to obtain a diploma in retail merchandising in 1968, further enhancing his extensive academic achievements. During his career as a clerk and court translator across various South African locales, Matsepe interacted with diverse spectrum of South African population, enriching both his experiences and literary pursuits. His venture into writing produced a remarkable collection of novels and poetry that vividly portray the vibrant life and culture of his community. His novels, notably among others, Sebata Khomu, 1954, and Khoronya Moshate, 1960, explore the depths of human experiences and societal complexities. His poetry, with collections such as Khotla Umune, written in 1968, and Todia Dinosi, also written in 1968, reflects his deep contemplation of the human spirit, cultural identity, and the natural environment. These literary contributions have not only secured him as an esteemed status in South African literature, but have also brought him recognition that honors his creative brilliance and cultural contributions. Throughout his lifetime, Ntate Matsepe was honored with several awards for his dedication to depicting the human experience through the lens of the Sepedi culture and language. His notable accolades include the prestigious Sekmkai Prize, which confirmed his significant role and enduring legacy in indigenous literature. Even after his passing, Ntate Matsepe's influence remains strong and evidenced by his posthumous awards like the E.M. Ramaila Prize and the Best Achiever Award from the Limpopo Provincial Government. The University of South Africa posthumously awards Oliver Khadime Matsepe an honorary doctorate in languages, linguistics, and literature, recognizing his invaluable contributions to the tapestry of South African culture, heritage, and literature. His body of work serves as a powerful reminder of literature's ability to bridge time and place, providing insights, promoting understanding, and nurturing a sense of identity, community, and continuity. This recognition, confirmed by the Unisa Council on the 15th of September 2023, celebrates not just Ntate Matsepe's personal achievements, but also acknowledges the wider impact of his work. His contributions inspire future generations to appreciate and contribute to the rich mosaic of South African and international cultures through their literary and linguistic expressions. His enduring influence shines as a beacon for aspiring writers, scholars, and anyone wishing to explore and express the human narrative within the context of their unique cultural and linguistic heritage. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I now have the honor to request you to confer on Oliver Khadime Matsepe the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa, posthumously.
Okay. I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa, on Oliver Khadime Matsepe posthumously. We will now request Dr. Matsepe to deliver an acceptance message.
Tobel. Aye. Absheni. Kotso. Bekunal Maswazi. Nina bekunene. Iludumedi Shakamuka. The program director, the 18th Principal and Vice Chancellor, Professor Meiwa, the leadership of my provincial government, Limpopo, MEC Siaporos Kwati, and the entire leadership, the registrar and vice principals. We interact a lot with Professor Sepota. Executive deans, management of Unisa, the leadership, and the entire staff members, including the recognized trade unions. The Gauteng provincial governments present and watching online, provincial districts and local leaderships. Magoshi Asichava Sabakopa. Khoshi Gairi Lehlake represented. Present here, Khoshi Buleu, Wabubedi Rammupudu. Le Magoshi Kamka Kakaretso. Aidilete, Tsagofapana, Africa, le Africa Burwa. Rale Nabalota Bukwa, Wasecho, le Pulelo, Sifele Mat. Balapaleshu. Di khaitse di bo morware bana ba Malau bana ba khoro tlogolo tsa khoshibulei wa bobedi mahlara phabute madi mala le khomusha ke magore gala momo ra letama and the beautiful audience present and those online. I greet you all. I have prepared most of my presentation, in recognizing the diversity. I'll also be speaking in English for those who are in our midst to be included. I am Anahe Matsepe, the youngest and the last remaining brother from our father, our mothers, Ndekemani and Kobakwang Matsepe. May their souls rest in eternal peace. I am born from the second mother to the writer. Personally, due to age gap, I never had an encounter with him to talk to him. When he passed on, I was very little. All that I remember is when my grandfather took me by the hand to say, let's go and pay the last respect to your brother. My grandfather, after passing away of our father, requested to take me. They had to wait for OK to give consent. In our culture, then he resumed the responsibility of being a father to me. I was 5 when I left Kamatsipe. I went to First Lores, went to Nahem Primary School, then I went to Kopa Secondary School, Kamatsipe. I was only there for 2 years. I went back to First Lores for my high school education. Then I had to drop my education due to some political challenges at that time. I further on went to self-fund my tertiary education. Now, about the writer whom we are here today being honored, I can say with delight that it has been a long journey for us to receive this honor. The people that we interact with, the professors that we work with, the leadership of my province, they know the hurdles, they know the challenges that we went through. About the writer now, Oliver Khadime, whom his nickname is called Pukubiane, Mkharama Kubela Malobe. Apart from all the accolades and the qualifications that he obtained from the academic level, he also went to obtain a qualification from our village, Kampato Wamasweni, Ilinkoma Evoluting, 1945, mo ile nga ithupela la bosogana teng. Koma is very critical in my culture. She will attest to that. The nickname Pukubiani came about when our parents were losing the baby boys somehow. Now, in our community, it's said that if you lose boys and you get the next boy, give them a funny name, any funny name. We can say Musar. You can say Tekesele. It doesn't have to make meaning in order to confuse the enemy. It is in that years when they grew up, Dingaka did not practice as they do now. You'll have the Ngaka roaming around the villages looking for those who are sick and heal them for nothing, sometimes just for a sleep, or sometimes just for a plate of food or a traditional beer, and then they will leave you with your child being healed or your family member being healed at that time. It was in that year or years after, OK Matsipe was born, a very frail and thin young man, and the Ngaka around the village at that time, Mahamatala, was roaming around. The name of that Ngaka was Pukubya. Then, when he finished doing his rituals, he said, "This one is me." Then we named him Pukubyane. At that time, being the son of the police sergeant, very tall and strong, a great fighter, said to Pukubyane, "Ge ngwana wa ka ka sefole, ga geno ke thabeng." Then you can imagine when the police sergeant, tall and strong, says that to you, what's going to happen? You better make sure, mix them properly. Now, it is against that background where the name Pukubyane came from. It was to confuse the enemy. And it's also public knowledge that Oliver Khadime Matsipe comes from a polygamous family in which I can safely say he understood, loved, and found value in, because he writes about it in many of his titles, and he himself became a polygamist, following his father, grandfathers, and the great-grandparents. Sadly, polygamy today is one of the African institutions that has been highly demonized. But instead, peculiar systems are being adopted. I believe that should be a topic for another day. Oliver Khadime Matsipe's principles were to challenge the narrative that was written at that time called Conferring. Most writers were fond of writing stories about men going to Joburg, and when they come back empty-handed, and the family will have no economic benefit from their time in Joburg. But then he chose to exhume and advocate, maintain and add pride into Boroshi, Sejo, Dikoma, Dikosha, le khudisho e psila ya setho ka batho ba botho ba naga tsa Afrika Borwa tsa di bushang ke magoshi. In this became a virgin ground for him to create interest in African cultures. From his writings, most people started to come out and enjoy being African in those challenging times. Most of his writings originate from Bakara Bakopa lifestyle, routine, and background. In some characters mentioned in their titles, we can safely have an idea of whom OK Matsipa was speaking about. That's the benefit that we have. He presented a narrative in many ways that African culture systems can coexist with Christianity, contrary to popular belief. He has shown in his writing that it is so profound to be amongst the people with joy. But vesho ardumelane OK Matsipe ore open quote bona gore ke go botse ke mo botse byang ibile go aratega ke bana ba motho ba dutse mmogo ba thabile. That is irrespective of what belief systems that you are in. It is based on the humanity, the joy, the laughter, and being together. He also continues in his book, Miroko ya Boko, to show that it is so critical for every person to defend themselves in life. Here we find in page 70 where he talks about two gentlemen here. We says we chireletsa go bohlokwa ka ge setšhaba se ile go fenywa sa roma dimatlane go ya tsebisha Maswene. Maswene is Mphato that he went to in 1945. Ba ya kua dithokgweng tša meretefatša dilepe mo serurubele sa gona e leng nong a re ge ba gaša mahlo kua maropeng e le thiba o thibe wa se thibe gabotse ka geno ba tla ikhutsa go go šibiša. It means if you don't defend yourself during the war, they will stab you with a spear. In your family, it will be -1 meal. So the cost will go down. Poledišano ya banna ba babedi e le go maganogano le serokolo ba sekišana ka dijo. Na re jela go phela go ba re phelela go ja. If we eat to live, or we live to eat. But then if we eat to live, then there should be no death, because everyone who eats will keep on staying alive. So it's a simple narrative, but it depicts it so differently in page 16 of Miroko ya Bioko. In some titles, he asks, what actually do people want in life? I quote, he says, re llela go phela, re lishwa go phela. Re llela go busha, re lishwa go busha. Re llela go phala ba bangwe, re lishwa go phala ba bangwe. Re llela tšwelo pele, re lisha ke tšwelo pele. What kind of service delivery are we looking for? What kind of life that we want? What is it that is satisfying us in life? It's a simple narrative if you look at it, but it's got this style of writing where he drives this simple narrative to a very complex and interesting subject. He writes about our daily life in a manner in many writers would not have picked up, but he pens it so well. When he quotes things that are happening, open quote, "Tšatši le lengwe le le lengwe ge le hlaba le tša lona." Magoši a šutišwa madulong a ona gomme go a dula ba fokotšana. Now, it means because of the squabbles, we are all grabbing for better positions, and those who are deserving are left behind. He makes simple statements, very interesting, and what is so encouraging about his works, in addition to what Unisa has conferred this qualification to him, one of his titles, Meoko ya Boko, went to be translated in English. Now it can go global. In that book, there's one captivating story that he put there about the man called Leilani. You will never have spoken about OK Matsipe if you did not mention Leilani. Now, here he questions one of the simple things for those who feel very easily nauseous. He questions that his wife actually became nauseous after he was eating the calf from the cow that was actually from the miscarriage. Now, his concern is, what does it have to do with you? Legano ke laka, teng ke yaka, serapolo tšwane ke sa kgomo yaka, wena o nyaka eng? You have no contribution in everything. So all that is mine. Yours is just to look aside. So it's a simple narrative, but so interesting. In his writings, he writes in a style which we call if you start reading his book, he captivates you so much that even the pots will be burning in the kitchen. Somebody has to shake you and say, hey, pizzeria aswa. That is this kind of style that he's writing. Yeah. Now, thinking what Unisa have done today for this giant, and with me and us sitting here, the point I raised earlier to say we have an encounter with him. We sat down together as a family and say, what is it that we need to do? Then what he did, we set up an OK Matsipe Literature Museum to ensure that his legacy continues, that will take care of promoting the writing and reading and educational programs. To Unisa, Bakarabakopa, Lilapa Bari, go hlompha diphihlelelo tsa mongwadi wo wa dipuku tsa Sesotho sa Leboa o Basepedi mokgweetsi e leng Oliver Khadima Matsipe ke go hlompha setšhaba sa Bakopa ke go hlompha setšo sa maAfrika ebile go hlompha setšo le setho sa thari e ntsho Baswana ka moka gape ke go hlompha bangwadi ka kakaretso le maleme go fapana. We thank everyone, we thank the writers, we thank the community, the booksellers, and those involved. After all, what is a writer without the readers? In that way, we say, we thank Unisa for the conferment of this honorary degree to our late brother, Oliver Khadime Matsipe. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Matsipe, for a very inspiring identity as well as complexities that we find in the work of our departed celebrity, Tati Matsipe. By the virtue of powers entrusted upon me this evening as the Acting Vice-Chancellor, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the University on the candidates whose names appear in the program, and I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me. Colleagues.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Siyabonga Prince Sikabai for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. In the absence of his supervisor, Professor N.M.M. Mbunyuza, to read the citation, I'll read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In his thesis entitled The Teaching Pedagogy of TVET College Lecturers, a case study of 3 Eastern Cape TVET colleges, he interrogates the teaching style of lecturers who hold teaching qualifications against those who teach without teaching qualifications. His results identified glaring differences in the manner of delivering the teaching content because of 2 differences in their teaching methods. Based on his findings, he recommended that an NQF 7 qualification be developed to address the imbalances in the pedagogy of all TVET colleges. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Siyabonga Prince Sikabai the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Siyabonga Prince Sikabai. Congratulations, Dr. Sikabai.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce you to Valerie Nicolene Lowe, a senior lecturer in the College of Economic and Management Sciences, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. In the absence of her supervisor, Professor S.B. Khan, it is now my privilege to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In her thesis entitled Creating a Conducive Organizational Culture for Generation Y in the South African Public Service, a case of the National School of Governance, NCG, Valerie Nicolene Lowe examines the work environment challenges facing the public service with specific reference to Generation Y. She makes a significant contribution to the body of knowledge in the field of public administration and human resource management by proposing a framework for creating a conducive environment for Generation Y in the workplace. The results conclude that treating customers with courtesy, respect for managers, task-oriented work that offers opportunities for growth, safe, clean, and properly arranged office space and monitoring create a conducive work environment for Generation Y to flourish. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Valerie Nicolene Lowe the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Valerie Nicolene Lowe. Congratulations, Dr. Lowe.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Anam Vubu received the degree of Master of Administration.
Okay. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Arts. Celestine Chidi Ezemudolu. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Public Health. Abatu Sylvia Dagumendo. Precious Odia Robinson. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Anjes Sukman received the degree of Master of Visual Arts. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Mabolotsi Tabang Mapeto received the degree of Master of Social Work.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree Bachelor of Arts Honours in the College of Law. Mashiano Ke Lydia Mapulane. Pegumuzi Vincent Mkondwane.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Nomzamo Valencia Litswele received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours in the College of Human Sciences.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Jack Stenkola Chirofajo Likala. Frida Mamudise Mwasa. Lihlogonolo Selepe.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Education Honours. Sitembiso Nosiete Gianni. Tshegofatso Khawani. Lizzy Nonhlanhla Nkabinde. Dineo Martha Sikukun.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Education. Abdurrahman Nazrana. Noria Baloy. Okay. Zabina Baloy. Monique Blinot. Rian Classins. Talita Cupido. Madam Vice Chancellor, Rian Classins received the Bachelor of Education with distinction. Thank you. Okay. Madam Vice Chancellor, Talita Cupido received Bachelor of Education with distinction. Rachel Mahlatse Fenyane. Okay. Madam Chancellor, Izane Fori received the Bachelor of Education with distinction.
Siphamandla Forward Gumede. Rinalda Shakudi. Makosazana Promote Hlongwane. Deboho Elsa Kapola. Kutlwano Homoswana. Ndombi Futhi Khoza. Riandra Klein. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Megan Grisinja obtained her Bachelor of Education with distinction. Innocent Karabo Lamola. Madam Vice Chancellor, Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Melda Maritabile Lekema received her Bachelor of Education with distinction. Mpho Mabuya. Francina Raisibo Mabusela. Katleho Mahabocha. Fortunate Kukumashango. Johanna Mahlangu. Marcela Francina Makama. Jackie Sikensani Maluleka. Tovowani Masase. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Nono Priscilla Mashilwane received her Bachelor of Education with distinction. Thank you. Hello, Nicole Matabane. Sharon Matebula. Beauty Titeboho Matibela. Wendy Lifa Mbogane, Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, she obtained a Bachelor of Education with distinction. Tsakane Cleopatra Mbowen. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Gloria Mhlongo received her Bachelor of Education with distinction. Annelisa Mkutswana. Teboho Petunia Mlambo. Nomasonto Mlangeni. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Lerato Christina Mochumi obtained her Bachelor of Education with distinction. Stephen Capello Motibe. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Tesha Mpo Mohole received her Bachelor of Education with distinction. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Molokwane Julia Mohlala received her Bachelor of Education with distinction. Mamaki Felicita Mohlame. Tabang Motsiri Mohola. Mpo Felicia Mkwena. Rante Baleng David Makupang. Brilliant Mpo Morake. Poitsepo Patience Moretzi. Ayanda Alicia Moreki. Angelina Maduane Moswa. Tikeleti Juliet Motala. Matepelo Mpaka. Nonsidiso Nhlanzeko Mtima. Lusanda Mchali. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Ndogozo Ndabandaba received her Bachelor of Education with distinction. Mugelisiwe Ntombi Yenkosi Ndebele. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Thandeka Portia Ndlovu received her Bachelor of Education with distinction. Nokwanda Ngobese, Angel Nomalungelo Ngubo, Mandisa Ida Nhlapo, Leseli Ramabele, Mahatle Saniki Sehole. Matahare Lebohang Selala. Ida Titopa Selemane. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Romain Sereko received her Bachelor of Education with distinction. Rinelwe Holane Seroka. Bonga Pesi Shabangu. Chanai Sean. Kanyisile Zenandes Skosan. Tabsile Skosan. Tembingosi Letukanya Smelan. Michael Kona Simonetti. Linda Swafo. Tian Wessel van At. Ilandri Venter. Winnie Lafdelia Manana. Gift Leseho Manzini. Zakia Natalie. Precious Thandeka Shabalala. Happy Nonklubeko Biela. Nokuthulambali Buthelezi. Spiwe Perseverance Mahlangu. Nokuzola Precious Makungu. Christabel Nonhlanhla Mbatha. Nangamso Mbono. Ayanda Prudence Mbuyisa. Ndi Dorcas Nale. Charmaine Msezise Nkosi. Nakisani Raisibe Tsangwan. Derek Ashley Block. Mohudi Precious Petras Lehonoho Bohatu. Sunet Dijeja. Pindile Priti Lamin. Carly Ernst. Grace Quarisa. Nompumelelo Hlebela. Rachel Jacobs. Lorian Mushia Kankwende. Tembeli Londiwe Kunene. Mahabo Margaret Kwenaite. Ochelo Lekhotuane. Esmiki Pel Lekwan. Gratitude Tembeli Mabuza. Patience Machoro. Zinhle Sweetness Masango. Nyiku Talent Mashaba, Leseho Maleshe Masha, Kamohelo Christina Masilo, Spesihle Vuyelo Amavuso, Rinelwe Mawasha, Zanele Goodness Mbata, Silindile Pumlile Mkwabi, Maleshwane Kemina Modupi, Bonolo Mopwa, Orapile Isaac Molema, Masha Mona, Simon Simpson Morachelha, Mata Mateko Mosesi, Polwano Moshwane, Rifilwe Mpoko Motlong, Tabiso Robert Mpatsi, Tikeleti Maria Tembi, Maki Ana Mtimunye, Vusi Nolusizo Ndebele, Tembe Kantombe Enhle Ndwandwe, Sanele Bridget Ngenkwa, Florence Lindiwe Nhlapo, Nobuhle Ntanzi, Lebohang Ramobi, Mashutu Jamila Sadiq, Molelwa Vanessa Sekotsa. Tulile Maureen Stole. Pilsi West Kosan. Sandile Tembe. Nsepe Martin Tobejane. Michelle Ketahile Kale. Precious Nosipo Voi. Muelase Vuzane.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Kuzaish Mutaris receives the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Lavdolian Lerato Joe. Vulelwa Tlengiwe Kumalo. Tivo Brian Mavalane. Paidamoyo Monica Mtototwa. Rotakara Chirande.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree Bachelor of Laws. No Sisa April. Gina Sora Bentel. Pelantlo Pamela Chu. Vandia Kinzanza. Pitane Tempinkosi Hlengisa. Natanya Jubel. Buinelo lina kwao. Dimpo Magdalene Kwadi. Rosina Mokhadi Lediha. Matapelo Confidence Mabula. Tisha Prudence Maineta. Retabile Tapo Makwanyana. Cherry Ratabana Mangana. Mapiting Meshak. Masekwa Jacob Lasiba. Masate Masha. Thank you. Mokhawu Maputi Mataboche. Mutlato Herald Williams Matladi. Nokola Christina Mfati. Shazia Meya. Lebokhang Robin Mkulisa. Larato Jessica Mohajan. Tabang Innocent Monareng. Katlecho Muko. Matlala Cindy Moshatane. Lucky Kamukhelo Mota. Camera. Nongutalo Mtimkulu. Mwashila. Vugala Dembe Mulidwi. Sharon Mutindi. Kodi Varsen Naidu. Lufuno Lucretia Nekudzika. Albert Khomotso Raila. Moshibudi Tato Ramieti. Ntembo Ricoto. Samuel Semi Sencho. Gerald Segia. Matapelo Swari. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree Bachelor of Arts in the College of Law. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Dikeleti Given Khalane received the degree with distinction. Tambelihle Lady Love Makubane. Tabo Brandon Manganyi. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor Makubo Jennifer Mukubake receives the degree with distinction. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor Michelle Tato Mpungose receives the degree with distinction. Sasi Mokhadi Pearl Ndala. Tandi Swan Tambigai Senkomo. Lutando Zamanguni Kwabe. Leroto Carol Chivula.
Face that side. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Zandile Spilile Dlomo. Maruping Shelley Libya. Masilika Elina Lehape, degree obtained with distinction. Okay. Sisanda Sherit Matiko. Masana Magatling Maja. Maseng Lydia Mamatlela. Libuan Magadlin Marubane. Advance Mashaba. Odette Rabeti Mashish. I will read it. Velemina Mavulokisile Mutlane. Pumzile Angel Mnguni. Lerato Liwang Surprise Muche. Beauty Mahabo Mujela. Tumelo Joanna Mutapo. Charity Ngube. Shonisani Ndo. Oh. Shonisani Ndo. Degree obtained with distinction. Naniki Joanna Ngobeni. Wendy Ndileka Ngasana. Mtabiseng Pakho. Kolisiwe Patience Shisana. Sithandekile Sibanda. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Nosihle Goodness Mane. Khuseko Garcia Dipoko, degree obtained with distinction. Nonkululeko Tandiwe Kanyile. Fezile Fortunate Likuleni. Nonkulula Kaslina Mukunkula. Buitumelo Umpile Mlefe. Khanyisile Thandeka Ngubo. Anthony Sipiwe Nxumalo. Moluko Ramabuya. Buitumelo Ramushaba. Dimakatso Seripe. Azilichei Muribana. Tandile Linthia Nkosi. Antoinette Masiko Sukulo.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Peza Neliswa Diana Flickland. Zikona Mvakade.
Number 41. Okay. Then camera lapan. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Vulani Ili Baloi. Nelisiwe Khoza. 42. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Kineilwe Jane Masilo. Nomshado Poshamguni, diploma obtained with distinction.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Law. Simole Maria Likolwane. Maflaga Tiboho Violet Letlape. Naledi Bridget Muche. Timisho Godfrey Mpatlele. Lisedi Mkhadu. Sanele Mtombeni. Kotatso Rakhwale. Castelia Kulani Chabalala.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received a diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Karabo Sendi Bukhupa. Tabang Madibane. Peter Rizin Mushawan. Apologies, Peter Rizin Mushwan. Nsitsana Francis Ramurutong.
Settle down. We wait for all our graduates to be seated. That's how much we value you. Colossians 3 verse 23 declares, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you'll concur with me that we would not have had this ceremony had it not been for the hard work of these graduates. We would not have had the kind of celebrations that we had today had it not been for that. It is therefore an honor for me this evening to render these congratulatory remarks to all the graduates of the colleges of Economic and Management Sciences, College of Education, College of Law, and the College of Human Sciences. I'm looking around because I'm just reminding myself it is with their colors of the hoods that they're wearing that we determine and decide on their colleges, just like my colleagues on my right-hand side who are clad in those colors. Graduates, today you become unisons, or you continue to be, you endorse your unison status. Distinguished guests, Unisa graduates plus minus 50,000 graduates a year. That number is huge in the sense that I thought you were going to say, wow, 50,000. Elsewhere, this is the number that we graduate. Other universities, they probably do just 300 a year. We do 50,000. That's the number that we contribute into the labor market. Graduates, we have a number of alumni chapters around the world, and we're operating in 154 countries. Having established these alumni chapters, we are reviving them, and we expect you to be active in these alumni chapters. We recognize the importance of fostering connections with you. We're not done with you. If you're not red-gowned, you're stuck with us. Even if you're red-gowned, we expect you to produce books, articles, and to continue to be a unison. Once a unison, you become a unison forever. So we know you know where you stay, we know your addresses. We can pursue you. Please come back as in various positions within the university, as alumni that's active, as a marker, tutor, lecturer. Contribute in various ways, be active. Every Unisa graduate, distinguished guest, is very remarkable. Remarkable in the sense that starting at Unisa is not easy, as you know. It calls for discipline, self-discipline. I hear you actually nodding because of your studies. Today you're graduating because of having studied well, because of having not partied. This is the reason you're graduating, right? You forgo a lot of celebrations within the families, with your friends. It means you have to be so disciplined and committed because you don't at most see your lecturers. I actually should have said to you, it's good to meet you. Finally. But we take pride in your work, and of course, we want you to wear your crown that you got today with honor. It affords you opportunities beyond what Unisa has trained you to be. You join a number of alumni that are in high positions, ranging from the very president that we have as the president of the country. We go back to President Mandela, who's a unison, and also other presidents that are outside of the country, or should I say that we're outside of the country, like Robert Mugabe. How he turned out to be, we cannot take responsibility for that. But we trained him. We trained Muhweng, retired constitutional judge. We trained Justice Dikgang Moseneke, also a retired deputy constitutional judge. We've trained a number of very eminent leaders within the South African and beyond the borders of Africa and within Africa. The likes of Justice Daya Pillay, who's the judge of the High Court. We've actually trained. If you look at the paper money that you have on you, the signature that's there, we trained that Reserve Bank governor. The previous one, the very first one, as the first governor of the Reserve Bank, the first woman, that is Jill Marcus, we trained her. Now, if I were to tell you all the people that we trained, we will actually be here till midnight. But you've joined very significant people, and if you listen to this list that I'm taking you through right now, these are people that we have not only as Unisa instilled and given them certificates, but also we want to believe that through your going through the Unisa programs, you now have and are demonstrating perseverance, the strength of character, dexterity, because of your hard work. And because of these, we expect you, and in our aspiration as Unisa, to continue the process of being an educated person, not only through the certificate, but through your behavior, through your integrity, through your ethics, and through a lot of what we expect is. Albert Einstein says that education is not just learning facts, but it is about training the mind to think, and training the behavior to be aligned to that. And indeed, please be, as you go out and continue to be with Unisa, like one of the alumnus, people, that is Mandela, who said, a fundamental concern for others is their individuals, but for you, we expect that you become a member of the society that makes dreams not only of your own, but of others come to reality. A close quote of Nelson Mandela, may his soul rest in peace. And therefore, we hope that all that we've instilled in you, you shall take that and celebrate with the legacy that it deserves. And of course, you're one of very few graduates who graduate, of course, with an honorary doctorate recipient in the form of Ndote Motsepe. I think that you are going to be really living out to what James Baldwin says, that now that you have your crown, you've paid for your crown, wear it with pride, and pride it shall be indeed in relation to the work that you've done. In the form of thanksgiving, I would like you to come and be on your feet. If you could please stand up, graduates, and face with your entire body to the audience that is your loved ones, families, supporters. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No. I'm not done with you. Please be on your feet. These people have made you. As now you've received what you've received in terms of the certificate, you need to cherish the support that they've given. A number of them you, of course, know because they're your loved ones, they've accompanied you, but a significant number of them, including colleagues that are on the stage, have contributed to your very studies through tax paying. We don't love SARS that more, but indeed we have had to pay taxes to ensure that an NSFAS happens. An NSFAS is not like rain, it happens because of the taxes of these people here. And thank you for that contribution. While you are on your feet, colleagues that are on the stage represent a very minuscule number of colleagues that work behind the scenes. We plan for these graduations a year in advance, actually. I want you to relay your gratitude to them. They've believed a lot of the work that you did do and didn't do and didn't do, you said you did, for us to ensure that we gave you second and third and fourth chances to ensure that you graduate today. And therefore, I want you to relay thanks to the colleagues that have come to grace this ceremony, say thank you to the staff of Unisa. Okay. Now you may be seated. As I conclude the expression of gratitude, I want to say that you have lived and survived these challenging times, and therefore it is indeed very important to express gratitude, despite the times in which we live that are very so much bringing a lot of despondency. In my language, we say umuntu ngumuntu ngabantu, hence the importance of not just only thinking of yourself, but of other people. A person is a person because of others. And indeed, as I said earlier, that we prepare for these graduations well in advance. I want to acknowledge and thank colleagues who have, some of whom actually got here while many of you were still asleep, to clean this hall and make it look in the fashion that it is, and many of whom are black women. Thank you. Some of them, of course, don't get to enjoy and be on stage like some of us. I want to thank the graduation division for having made the ceremony possible. I want to thank the family of Ntate Motsepe for actually having borrowed him to us for us to celebrate him and his work through the work of Unisa. I want to thank the members of staff that I've made reference to, those that are on the stage, but those that are not here. The Department of Institutional Advancement, who work a lot to ensure that these graduations are a success. I want to thank the Department of Facility Management, Estates, and as well as protection services for ensuring that we're safe in all that we do. We want to also thank the Multimedia Center, without whom we will not have had a lot of capturing and recording and streaming as this ceremony is happening on the World Wide Web. We want to thank the Department of Human Resources, as well as these in particular, our wellness and ER colleagues who are on standby all the time to ensure that whatever happens, that is untoward and without the planning, they attend to that. And I must say that all of these colleagues that I've mentioned here, a number of them have been trained at Unisa. We get to ensure that those that we train, we retain them as much as we possibly can within the university. You do well and celebrate through the hashtag Unisa, make Unisa trend for beautiful reasons. Thank you for your resilience, and thank you, colleagues, for having me. We're now going to go to the last part of the ceremony. Page 25 of your programs has the national anthem. We will sing the national anthem, and I must thank our organizers here for ensuring that we actually have this ceremony in the order that it is. We will be on our feet when we sing the national anthem. Please remain on your feet when we do that as I dissolve the congregation. Good evening. By virtue of the powers entrusted upon me as the acting Vice-Chancellor this evening, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.